Pleasant day, sir. We are a group from 1 CSA. I'm Blesselle D. Ramirez.
My name is Cecilio M. Naparan Jr.
My name is Ren Tapas.
And this is the presentation of our final project. So for our final project, we are tasked to create a library management system wherein a user or a borrower and an admin can enter the system. So upon running the program, we have a splash screen here, and upon the completion of the splash screen, our cover frame is displayed. We have your login button for entering the system and exit button and XJ label button for exiting the system. So once we log in our system with our default username and password, we can now log in successfully in our system. And upon logging in successfully in our system, admin frame is being displayed in our screen. So we have here the dashboard menu and we have here the panel name. We have here edit profile J button for selecting a profile if we want to change it. Then we have different mouse clickable panels here that displays different panels in our panel name. And then lastly, we have logout button for logging our account.
For the home panels, the purpose of these panels is to view the summary of admin function. For example, if the user click the borrowers, they can see how many borrowers inside the system and how many active and inactive. And if the user click the books, you can see how many books are in the system and also how many available and unavailable in the system. Next is the author, like, and the categories and how many categories of book in the system. So in the panel books, we have a dependable JCombo box to the table model in JTable. We also here the show all category for showing all the categories active. And also we have a show all books for every time the user take the show all books. The the model for show all books will appear to the J table. Also, if you click selected, if you click a row and click a view details, the information of book will appear in JFrame. And we also add a search field for JTable. And also, we add a category here. So every time example, we add a sci-fi, it add to JCombo box also. Also, we can edit that in edit category. And we can also remove that. We can also add book. You can also update book here. For example, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, then save it. Then it will change. But so all categories will not. So you need to update it also. Before save. Also, you can remove a book by selecting it in JTable. See, successfully.
So in our final records, we have the borrower's record. So we can see this is the table for our accounts. And if we select a row and we click view details, we can view the full details or information under each table. Then here we can see the total accounts. And then we have here the add, edit, and delete account. So if we add account, we can assign a username and password to our user. We want to update our account, we can also do that, but only in the active account. We cannot update the inactive account nor delete it. You can only delete the active account too. And for the panel inventory, we have a search field for filtering our tables. Then we can see here we have two different tables, tables for the book and tables for the stocks, borrowed and damaged. In here, if we select the book that we want to add stocks, we can do that. And once we click save, our stock is added successfully. Now, what if we want to remove the stock? We can also do that. Now, our stocks are removed successfully.
The transaction panel, we also used dependable JTable, JCombo box in default table model of JTable. And we add here a J button, so every time the user click the select to JTable and click the button, the penalties will add to them. Also, if you add it. And we have also a return, so a return model. So every time the user return the books, it add to this model. And also we had a search for transactions. For example, we for 5.
Okay, so here we are in the reports panel and we have three tables, which is borrower's report, borrowed table, and return table, which are dependable to their clause, like the borrower's report in records, borrowed and returned to transactions. Here we have three progress bars, which represents all of the three types of books, which is available, borrowed, and damaged. And here we have total penalties collected, which shows the total of the penalties.
In our borrower frame, we have a edit profile button wherein the user can choose the profile that he or she wants. We filter it by using image files only, wherein can only he or she can only select JPEG, PNG files, and etc. that are image files.
So here we are in library panel where we can see all the books, and here we have a search books tabs where we can see all of the books again. And here we have search field, so we can search for a specific book, and we can select a book where we want to add to cart. And here we are in add to cart panel, my cart panel, where the user can borrow a book. And a panel will show up showing the user to enter their information. Then if the user clicks save, the data entered will show in my transaction and the transaction panel in admin. Here in transaction panel, we can see the borrower's information, which is also connected to my transaction in borrower's frame. Then then the user can also return the book. Then then after clicking the return book by the borrower, the return book will show up in the return table.
So in the panel information, here we can see the data that the admin has been given to us. So if we want to update the personal information, it will show us a message that saying that only the admin can update our personal information. And if we want to update the account, we can do that. So for example, we change a little bit here. And once we save it, our new username and password is being saved. And if we log out and log in with that new username and password, we can log in successfully too. And for our additional feature, we have here the settings, wherein the user can choose if he or she wants a dark mode of the screen or a light mode of the screen. So if we choose dark mode of the screen, all of the panels will be displayed in a dark mode. And if we choose the light mode, we'll display all the panels in dark mode.